Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I feel like playing on my digital quilt board for just a little bit, and I remembered that I have these two quilt blocks left over from the mini quilt that I just made. If you want to see how to make these Wonky 3-patch blocks, I will have the playlist link down below. It's a 3-part series to make a quilt. It ended up being a rag quilt. If you'd like to watch the whole series, that's great. Just 3 quick videos. Or if you just want to see how to make these blocks in a very quick and easy way, just watch episode number 1. So I have these 2 blocks left over from that series, and I thought, let's do something with them. First, I was going to do a simple swap. I was going to cut each one in half and then swap the pieces. But that just, I don't know, that just was kind of just too boring for me. It would be like this. You know, it would just turn it into a Wonky 6-patch, which would be, fine. And you certainly can do that. But I just wanted to just go outside the box a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is make 2 half-square triangles. You know how we put 2 squares together face to face, right sides touching? And then we draw a line and we sew on each side of that line and then we cut on the line. Well, I'm going to show you how you can get a preview as to what your blocks would look like. Let's say that I put them together like this. And if I draw the line and sew in this direction, this folded up is what the block would look like. So you can see exactly what the block would look like. This side down shows you what the other block would look like. I kind of like this because things are going in different directions. If we were to sew on this diagonal, it would look like this and like this. And I like that too. If we turn one of these, so now we're going up and down in a wonky way and sideways in a wonky way. If we sew here, we have this and this. See, everything's still going straight up and down, so I don't care for that as much. And in this direction, we have this and this. And then I could even turn this like in this direction, and it just gives us different ways. Okay, so I liked it when they were both going in the same direction. Did I want the wide part there? Let me see again. Like that? No, I don't think that's what I had. I think I had it this way maybe? I like that because it gives me a pink corner. That would look cool on the quilt board. Doesn't give me a corner in that direction. Okay, I've decided. I am going to have it like this. And I want one block to have that pink corner. So I am going to make my line on this diagonal. So I'm just going to turn it to make it easier for me to draw my line. And we'll be cutting on that line and it won't show, so you don't have to worry about what you're using. And now we're just going to go and sew 1/4 inch on each side of that line. And now I am going to cut on that diagonal line. And I'm just going to go press these open. We have 2 very wonky blocks. Very wonky. Now I did want to mention, when you make a wonky block, it doesn't mean that every block has to be different. Like when we made a 3-patch, you could always have made a pattern, to know where to cut your line so that every block is the same. And if you did the same 3 colors, you'd have every block the same. They'd be wonky, but they'd be the same. And that might be interesting in creating new designs, so I'll have to play with that. Because when I go to the quilt board, I will be making duplicates of these, so it will make some kind of a pattern. Obviously, if every block is different, you're not going to have any kind of a pattern. Now, I'm going to play with that a little bit more. We might like to make some wonky blocks and keep them all the same and give that a try. But anyway, so I'm just going to go have some fun on the quilt board. And once again, I just use a very old version of Printmaster. It's not a quilting software. I do not suggest you get that. I don't even think it exists anymore. I think they went out of business a long time ago. But that's what I'm using. And I'm going to go put these on there. And this was mainly to show you that no matter what fabrics you use, you can always get an idea of what it's going to look like. You put your blocks together and, ooh, see, we could even go further and do it again this way. There's just no end. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss any quilt blocks. And the little tiny quilt show starts right now. Bye.